Welcome to Tao Peace Martial Arts Instructional Videos. Today we're looking at purple belt strikes. I'm Instructor Chris, this is Instructor Ian, and we're going to start off with our knife hands 1 to 4. So let's begin with a broken bow stance. By the way, you can do your knife hands with either lead. We're going to start off with a left lead and we're striking with our right hand. The knife hand is simply bringing the hand in alignment with your wrist and your forearm so there's no bend at the wrist. The fingers are brought together and the thumb is tucked in. We are trying to hit with that meaty pad of the hand, and so for number 1, which is a downward action, we're simply bringing our hand through and down with a twisting, dropping motion of the upper body as we do a number 1 knife strike. I'd like to bring the guard hand into the center line so it looks a little bit like this. Good, then we come up and we chamber into a high guard position where our elbow is pointing towards our opponent. As we strike with our palm down, hitting with that meaty part of our palm, we keep the elbow bent and we unravel the hips a little bit. Good, so let's take a look at 1 and 2 again. Number 1, down twisting momentum. 2, high guard, palm down, and strike. From here, we extend our left hand out as a block and pull our right hand back to a temple guard position, and we switch our stance to a diagonal bow. So my left leg is straight, my right leg is bent. From here, I'm going to go palm up, hand goes just outside the shoulder as I strike in. Notice my left hand comes into the center line of my body again. From here, I get to pull in my striking hand and push out my guard hand. Drop down, changing the head levels really low, and then strike with a knife hand towards the groin, and then come on back. Good, so let's do all 4 of them together. So, number 1, momentum drop. Number 2, high guard. Number 3, temple block, serving pancakes. Number 4, switching hands out into towards the groin and then back. Good. Our next strike is called our palm strikes, and although there's what we call 7 palms, we're talking about the bottom heel of the hand that we're talking about for use for our palm strikes. Sometimes we'll strike with the whole hand, which with a cup, which is called a compression strike, but right now we're just going to talk about the heel. With our palm strikes, we're looking at basically utilizing our boxing skills to throw the palm strikes. So we have our jab palm, our cross palm, our hooking palm, which can be fingers up or fingers out depending on what you're hitting. All right, from here we can do an uppercut. Again, notice the fingers can be here, they can be out. It all depends on how you're hitting. You just don't want to have your fingers bent backwards. All right, good. So let's do that again. So we have our jab palm, cross palm, hook palm, uppercut palm. Good. Now another couple of palm strikes which are pretty common is slaps. So we're going to look at the forward slapping motion here with our palm strike. And then reverse position from a high guard or from a low guard position to a reverse palm strike. So we go 1 to the hip and 2 with the reverse palm. Lastly, if someone is being aggressive with us, we may have to clear a punch. So if a punch is coming in, I clear that punch down and then come in and set up for a palm strike. So on this drill, we're going to have my partner throw a cross. I clear the cross, I step in, and I'm hitting with my palm strike. I throw my cross at Instructor Ian. He clears it out of the way, steps in, gets his elbow nice and low, and strikes. We want to know, our students, we want to know the consequences of a lot of our strikes, and a chin jab underneath the chin can cause a lot of neck damage and trauma, and secondary trauma when the person falls unconsciously and hits their head again on something like a bumper, a bench, or the ground, which could be the result of head trauma or even a fatality. So striking with a palm can be done to the chest, it can be done to the nose, all right? It can be done to areas that don't cause a lot of structural damage. I hope you enjoyed that video and it's useful. Have a great day. Namaste.